Hi, this is another iOS tutorial, and for today's tutorial, we will be going over how to upload an app to the App Store. You will need two things to do this. One, you're going to need a Mac, and two, you're going to need an Apple developer account. Developer accounts cost about $100, and you can get one by following the link below. Next, we're going to go to developer.apple.com. So here we go to developer.apple.com, and then we're going to check the Member Center. From there, we're going to go to certificates, identifiers, and profiles. Then the certificates again under iOS apps. And here we're going to generate a new certificate. So click the plus button, click the App Store and ad hoc button under production. And then we're going to need to create a CSR file in order to do this. So the instructions are there. But basically, we're going to go to Keychain on our Mac. Keychain access. And from there, what we're going to do is go to Certificate Assistant, and I think it is request a certificate from the certificate authority. So we're going to go back there, and we're going to go to Certificate Assistant. All right, and from here, you're going to want to save to disk and just hit continue. Okay. And your certificate request has been created. Now that CSR file is on our desktop, and we can create our certificate. So we just have to choose that file we just generated. It's going to be .certificate signing request. Hit create. It takes a bit of time sometimes, but this will generate our certificate. There it is. And then we just need to download it. So we will need that later. I believe next we will be generating the app ID. So go to our app IDs. You're going to want to do plus again. And name, you probably want to name it the same thing as the title of your app. And for the explicit app ID, we need the bundle ID from our project. So check your project in the, just open it up. And if you go to the bundle identifier there, it must match that exactly. So you're going to want to copy that, and you're going to want to put it into that bundle ID area right there. So I did that. Okay, looks good. Looks good. You can enable other things if you want. Continue, continue, registration complete, done. Easy enough. Now the third part for this is a provisioning profile. Okay, so it should be listed in there afterward, after you make the app ID, and then we're going to make a provisioning profile as well. So we need one for distribution, so you want to select App Store. You want to select the app ID we just generated, so upload to App Store. And then we're going to select our certificate. Okay, and the profile name, you can call it whatever you want. I just do that for simplicity. Use the same one as the name of your app. And then click generate. So from there, you're going to want to double click that, and that will add the profile to Xcode. Now, after you've done that, you're going to want to go to Member Center, and you want to go to iTunes Connect. So iTunes Connect will allow you to basically you want to go to My Apps from here, and you're going to create a new app. And this is where you're going to upload the binary from your code. So you just want to click the plus in the corner, and you're going to want to click New iOS App. And here you're going to put in the name, the language. The bundle ID is very important. You must match it the same way we matched the one before, if you recall. It's in the Xcode project file. Then you need a unique SKU and a unique version number, preferably the one that matches your thing in Xcode. Okay, and since I already created one here, I'm just going to use the one I created, but that's how you do it. And now what we need to do is create an archive of our project. So go to your project, and to do this, you need to minimally add some of the images or the icons. There's a few icons you must have. So have 3 images here, and what you're going to do is select your images.xcassettes, and you're going to drag the images into the appropriate uh, image holder, basically. You'll see what I mean. So here, we're going to go push this to the left a little bit, get some space, try to see the whole thing. And then we're going to drag that one into there. So notice how it says 76 point, and that icon's name has 76 in it. That's because it's 76 by 76. And you can do the same thing for the 2 other images. You need a iPhone and an iPad. The 2 for the iPad and the 1 for the iPhone, as you can see there. And their sizes are 120 by 120 for the M, and the second iPad is 152 by 152. And you can calculate this with the 2x. You see how M is 2x, and then it says 60 point in the iPhone app. That's 2 times 60, 120. That's how those are calculated. So from there, it's easy. You just need to select the appropriate build, and make sure it's selected iOS device up at the top bar. So that archived, and then you go build archive, and then validate. So this will check to make sure you have all the appropriate image icons and whatnot. And if you do, it will return a green check mark and say you're good. Validation successful. Now for submit, this will actually upload it to the iTunes Connect. So now that validation is successful, we can go ahead and click submit, allow. So it'll take a little bit. Okay, click done. Now we're going to go back to iTunes Connect. And you're going to select where the build is, and you're going to click plus to add a new build, and you're just going to select the one you uploaded. And that's pretty much it for what we're going to cover. To fully submit the app, you will need to fill out all this other information, your contact information, you have to upload screenshots. But for our purposes, that's good. So this has been another iOS tutorial.